Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Ondo's price chart, and I am actually seeing some optimistic signs in here. So, if you remember, the last time that we talked about Ondo, I think we were right in here, and the idea was that it seems like that we are sort of kind of close to the end of a move on the downside. Now, whether that move is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure, or maybe it's going to be like a WXY in form of a double zigzag, I said that's absolutely fair enough. I think it's up for debate. But the overall scenario in Ondo, in my view, is still optimistic and bullish. Why? Because I think I'm able to find off of the lowest low 5 up into 1 correction for wave 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave on the upside, a rather strong move into wave 3, and in my view this can still be a corrective movement into our wave 4, which means what's next? You guessed it right, another decent move up into wave 5, which the bare minimum target for it is going to be taking the highest side in here about $1.17, but I think we can actually go quite a bit higher than that. Maybe like $1.50 Ondo is not really going to be that unrealistic of a target in the hopefully next big phase up. Now, what is going on in the short term? Because I think I said that we are probably going to have a move up soon. And why was that? Because as you can see in MACD, we are having a series of higher lows. However, on the live chart back then, we had a series of lower lows. So essentially, this was a bullish divergence for us. And what do you know? It actually worked and we got a move on the upside. But we said that, I think also in the previous update, the move itself is not really important. What really matters is the shape of it. And what is going on in here, this is why I'm sort of kind of optimistic in Ondo. So first things first, I think in this last phase up, we are able to identify a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, this can be, excuse me, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trust me, when you go on some lower time frames, you can absolutely find the subways for it. And this is, yes, probably an A, B, C, and yep, from here, a 1, 2, wave 3 to about here, followed by, I'm gonna say probably a flat into 4, another move up into wave 5. This time, this is probably a WXY in form of a double zigzag. So we may actually have all the subwaves for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starting from the lowest low, which is a very good sign, suggesting maybe some sort of a low in Ondo is it. Also, this is yet another optimistic sign. What do we have in here? Seems like that so far at least a slow and choppy move. Now, why do I say this is a slow and choppy move? Because number one, you are absolutely able to find between our pullbacks up constantly overlapping of the waves. Number two, let's just measure this move timing wise. There we go. How long is it taking for us to have this move? About, as you can see, 140 candlesticks. On the other hand, in about 140 candles, we got this move up starting from this point. So I'm going to argue, seems like that sort of kind of bears are kind of failing to pull the price all the way back down to these levels. And this is absolutely yet another characteristic of a corrective movement. So what is it that I'm trying to say? I want to see in Ondo maybe another small move on the downside, but then a very strong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without a whole lot of overlapping of the waves in order for me to remain optimistic and say on a higher degree, I'm hoping that we're going to have a wave 1 correction for wave 2. And what's next? Yep, big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So for the next 24 to about 48 hours, we want to focus on having yet another small move down, but then after it, again, a decent move on the upside in order to take this high for the first target. But I think we should probably go quite a bit higher than that, maybe to around these levels, about like $1 area. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Ondo. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.